Anxiety is a common emotion that we all experience at some point in our lives. In the context of modern life, with constant pressures and uncertainties, it can become a constant presence, negatively affecting our mental and emotional health. In this context, historical philosophy offers a unique and valuable perspective for facing anxiety and seeking inner peace. Stoicism is an ancient philosophical school that flourished in the Hellenistic and Roman periods, founded by Zeno of Citium in the 3rd century BC. Its teachings aim to provide a practical approach to living a virtuous life and achieving serenity in the face of adversity. For the Stoics, anxiety arises from our interpretation of external situations and events, not from the situations themselves. In other words, it is not the circumstances that cause us anxiety, but the way we perceive and evaluate them internally. This means that we can exercise some control over our anxiety through training our mind and making conscious choices about our thoughts. One of the main causes of anxiety, according to the Stoics, is the fear of what lies ahead and excessive worry about the future. Our minds often project themselves into negative and uncertain scenarios, creating a sense of unease. To combat this aspect of anxiety, Stoicism advocates the practice of mindfulness in the present moment and focusing on what is within our immediate control. In other words, the Stoics remind us that we don't have control over many things that happen around us, but we can control our reactions and attitudes towards those events. Learning to accept what we cannot change and adapting our expectations to the realities of life is essential to finding inner peace. Another source of anxiety pointed out by Stoicism is excessive attachment to material things and external circumstances. When we become too attached to material possessions, social status, or the opinions of others, we put our happiness and well-being in the hands of others. Stoicism teaches us to seek emotional self-sufficiency, recognizing that the true source of contentment lies within ourselves, regardless of external conditions. The importance of emotional detachment is also emphasized by the philosopher Epictetus, who said, "What disturbs people is not the events themselves, but their judgment about them." In other words, when we desire something intensely, we become attached to that expectation and create the fear of loss and disappointment. The liberation from this excessive desire is a way to overcome anxiety and find inner balance. In addition, Stoicism encourages the recognition of the impermanence of life and the cyclical nature of human emotions. The Stoics understood that everything is subject to change and that emotions, including anxiety, are fleeting. This understanding can bring a sense of calm and perspective, reminding us that anxiety is not a static condition, but something that arises and eventually dissipates. In Stoicism, anxiety is seen as an opportunity for personal growth and the refinement of virtue. Instead of fearing anxiety or trying to suppress it, the Stoics saw it as a chance to exercise their philosophy in the real world. Facing anxiety with courage, self-awareness, and self-discipline is a way to practice Stoic principles and strengthen inner resilience. Just as an athlete trains their body to face physical challenges, Stoicism offers a mental gym to face the emotional challenges of life. Through consistent and conscious practice of Stoic principles, we can gradually transform our relationship with anxiety, replacing unease with serenity. In summary, anxiety, in the Stoic view, is an emotion that can be understood and faced through self-awareness, emotional detachment, acceptance of impermanence, and mindfulness in the present moment. By applying Stoic principles in our daily lives, we find a way to cultivate inner peace and serenity in the face of the uncertainties of existence.